YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. I was really just going to do my makeup and only do my eyeshadows on here, but I figured I would just get on here and talk some while I'm doing my makeup. So I've already primed my face with my First Base Primer Spray. This gives your face a really smooth canvas to start applying your products to, and it will also help with facial redness and the size of your pores. So if you are someone that suffers large pores or a lot of facial redness, this is something that's going to help you a lot. It's the First Base Primer Spray. So I've already got that on, and now I'm going in with my concealer number 0. It's our lightest shade. I've already got a little under my eye area. There we go. Just adding a little bit under my eyes. I've already kind of made my upside down V, and then I always like to add a little bit of complete concealer to my eyelids. This will act as a complete primer. So if you're someone that suffers from oily eyelids and your eyeshadows move around a lot, this is something that can help. This product, the Complete Concealer, is 50% pigment, so a little goes a very long way. I've had this for over a year. I've had it over a year, okay? It lasts a very long time. I like to highlight a little bit there and here. And then I'm going to add a little bit to my forehead. Okay. And now what I'm going to do, now I'm going to go in with my Perfect Foundation. I am shade Shinto 1. This is my wintertime shade. Normally in the summertime I'll bump up to Shinto 2. And I'm using our latex-free blenderfuls. I love the egg shape of this thing. It makes it so much easier to use. And mine is so large because I've dampened it. I always use a damp blenderful to apply my foundation. It helps give it a very nice sheer coverage. And to me it just goes on a little bit easier. So this is 50% pigment, a little goes a long way. So this is all that I do. I dip this down, I do one turn, and that's it. That's the product I'm gonna use. I do have a missing spot there in the middle from where my pan is going, so I might need a little extra, but maybe not. The pigment, with it being 50% pigment, it basically just means that you're using less product. What little I do have on my sponge, it's going to go so far. So I just kind of dab it around, and then I will go through and start to blend it out. Like this. I'm not planning on doing any fancy editing to this video like I've been trying to do with my others. I really, I'm just kind of wanting to do something super quick and get it uploaded so you guys have some pretty good content. And I always run a little bit down my neck just to, you know, help it blend a little better. Just so it looks the same everywhere. And all you have to do is just barely, you know, you don't have to press really hard down into your skin. You just are doing little tiny motions like that. It's so easy to blend this foundation out. It is lightweight, it's hypoallergenic, so even if you are someone that has super sensitive skin, this is most likely going to work for you. I obviously can't say it's going to work for everyone because not everything works for everybody. It's not how life works. But rest assured, we do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you get it and it's not working for you, if you're irritated or whatever, you have 30 days to either exchange it if you need a different shade, or you can just return it altogether. The option is definitely yours. So that's always something to keep in mind, and that's with all of our products, which is pretty amazing. Okay, so there is my foundation and concealer, and now I'm going to go in with, I'm going to go ahead and bronze my face just to get that stuff over with. And I'm going to show you all my brushes. So I have this, it's called a Bend and Snap. It's from LimeLife, and it is so handy. I used to have all my brushes sitting in one canister, so then you're searching for everything and all the brush tips are touching one another. But now I have this Bend and Snap, and I'll show you. there's that flap, so all my brushes are covered. They're not touching one another, which is such a big deal for sanitary reasons. You just keep that down like that, and it's got a cute little handle. I have traveled so much with this, and it makes it so easy, and then you snap it. And there's a little drawstring down here that you can pull open so it'll sit. You can kind of see that mine is sitting so nicely. So then I have all of this to work with when I'm doing my makeup. No more searching for everything. So I've got all my brushes set up in front of me, and now I'm going to go in with brush number 3. This is my angled blush brush, and I have this cute little powder palette. This is a trio. You can get our powders individually in a duo, trio, or 6-well. So I'm going to go in with bronzer number 3 right here in the middle, and I'm just going to tap a little, maybe I'll get a little bit more on there. Tap it, and then I like to start at the top of my ears, and I always do a fish face so I know where I'm going. And you can add as much as you want or as little as you want. If you add too much for what you like, all you have to do is just blend it out. These pigments, or I'm sorry, these products are super pigmented, so that obviously means that they're really, really blendable. So if you get too much and you're not really crazy about how dark anything is, even your eyeshadows, just keep blending it out and it'll blend very, very nicely. Now, I do more beginner type things because if you've followed my journey at all, you know that I have never really been into makeup. I have always been a tomboy, always just kind of been very plain Jane and simple. But when I joined LimeLife last June, I decided that since I'm going to be selling a professional makeup company products, I should probably learn how to do some things. So that's what I've been doing. I learn, practice, and repeat. And I always just bring a little bit of bronzer down just to, you know, keep everything nice and even so you never have one drastic cut off. And I always like to do just a little dusting on the outsides of my nose. This is just a very simple, quick contour. I'm not doing anything super, super precise. I can do that in another video though, and we can get really, really highlighted and contoured. And then you can, I always like to go in sometimes with my brush number 1. This is just a tapered powder brush, and I just use the ends of it and just kind of lightly dust over everything just to make sure it's blended out really nicely. These brushes are so incredibly soft. They're all vegan. They were created by a professional makeup artist, and the handles are weighted, which makes such a big difference, excuse me, when you are blending your products, because you can see that I'm holding this clear out on the end versus up here. I'm holding it out here because it's weighted, and then I just very easily buff it out. It makes it so much easier. So that is that, and now we're going to go in with eyeshadow. So today I'm doing something different, a lot different than what I normally do. So normally I'm your plain Jane girl. Normally I do a lot of neutral and natural colors, and I'm not doing that today. I'm going to go in with, I will be using some colors from this 18-well palette. I will be using Taupe for the Best. I'll be using this Gilded Lily, and that's a shimmer. And I'm going to be going in with the Dynamic by Danessa Myricks Perfect Matte Eyeshadow Palette. And I'm going to be using this deep purple in here. So those are the 3 colors. I'm actually going to do 4. I may use 4 colors. So what I like to do is I already have my my concealer and some now foundation on my eyelids, so it's all one color. And now I'm going to go in with, I'm trying to think, this is a different look for me, so bear with me. I'm going to base my eyelids with Cream Boat. This is number 38. Just exactly what it is. It's a perfect creamy color. I'm just going to put a layer all over my eyelid. These eyeshadows are also heavily pigmented. A little goes a long way. You will not be running out of an eyeshadow for a very long time. And I love that you can purchase these individually. You can purchase these in a 4-well palette, a 6-well, or an 18. And any palette that you get, they all come with these little holes in the back, and they sit in a little metal tin. So let's say you have a 6-well palette and this color runs out first. Instead of rebuying that whole entire 6-well palette, you're only going to buy that one color that just ran out. That's a huge money saver. So I love these. These are all professional, professional-based products. So you're gonna, once you get the hang of everything, you're really gonna fall in love with these. So what I'm gonna do now, this is a look I've never done. So, and you know what? I really want to do my eyebrows. Maybe I'll wait since I don't want to distract you too much. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this purple. Okay, I'm using brush number 10. This is my pointed blender brush. And because I have hooded eyes, I'm going to be starting, I'm going to look down a little just to help me out. But you can see how my crease right there, you can't really see that when my eyes are open and I'm looking straight ahead. So what I'm going to do is place this pigment right above my natural crease. Right here. And I'm just placing it, so it's going to look a little funky for a while because I'm just placing everything. My son is home with me today. He's on Christmas break, so there's a chance he may run in here and interrupt at some point. Welcome to mom life. So whenever I am creating a new crease, you can see that I really just tap my pigments on my eyelid and then I start blending them out. And then I like to kind of flick it at my eyelash line and flick it up, so I'm creating a nice space there of color. Okay, so that's not too bad. So that's what I'm doing so far. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I've got hairs going everywhere, every direction. So same thing on this eye. I'm gonna go right above my natural crease and just start placing that pigment. Okay, and then I'll start blending it. So I just kind of flick that product up there, and to blend you can either do windshield wiper motions, let me turn that down a little, get some more color on there. There we go. Or you can do little circles. It's just two different techniques. It's whatever you are comfortable with, since you're the one that is doing your makeup. Honestly, I rotate between both of them, probably with every single time that I place pigment on my eyes. I just rotate. Okay, so there's that. And something that I do often is I always take my blender full and I just kind of clean up. I know you're not really supposed to pool that area, but I pool mine a lot. But I just like to clean it up, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take, this is a large eyeshadow brush, number 7. I'm gonna use the tip of it. So I'm gonna have it face like that, and I'm gonna dip it back in Cream Boat, which is the very first color that I used. So it's on the tip, and I place this right under my eyebrow it's really gonna help clean up that area where I just placed the darker pigments. It's gonna create a nice space between my eyebrows and the darker pigments that I'm using. Do the same thing over here. And this part needs to be brought up a little bit more. And you really just play. You just play around. And if you create something and you love it, then you leave it. And if you create something and you hate it, then you wipe it off. For me, being a beginner, These eyeshadows are honestly what made me interested in learning how to do eyeshadow, because the pigments are high, so you're using very little product. They are completely blendable, so easy to blend. It made it a lot easier for someone like myself who has never been into makeup to learn how to play around with different colors. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with one of my favorite shades. It's called Taupe for the Best. It's this one right here. It's number 40. And what I'm going to do, I'm still going to use number 10, my pointed blender brush. And I've got a little bit of product on there. See, that's not that's not much at all. And what I'm going to do is place it right in this corner, right next to the purple, and a little bit over top of the purple, just to help blend it a little bit more. Okay. Again, I'm not sure how this is gonna look. This is my first time creating a look like this, and I was trying to think last night of a different makeup look that I could do on here, because seriously, I love neutrals, I love browns. So that's pretty much all that I ever do, but I'm like, eventually you guys are gonna get tired of seeing the same browns and the same colors. So I wanted to try a different color scheme, well, a little bit of a different color scheme. I'm still using a little bit of brown with Taupe for the Best, but at least you get the idea of using a different color. So I'm still just adding Taupe for the Best. Okay, so that blends pretty well. And just to give you an idea of how long these last, Taupe for the Best is my favorite. It's the first eyeshadow I purchased last summer, 2017, the beginning of last summer. It's right here, Taupe for the Best, and I'm just kind of swiveling my camera just so you can see there's a dent, but you cannot see the bottom of that pan yet. That's how crazy pigment these colors are. It will last you forever. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna put that brush back. And now I'm going to go in with, I'm going to go in with number 9, a brush number 9. It's an angled eyeshadow brush. You can see it's got a nice little angle on it. And what I'm going to do, I'm using a shimmer color now. So typically when I use a shimmer color, I love to apply my shimmers with a wet brush. To me, it gives them a little more of a metallic look, and I think it's really pretty. So now I'm going to use, I think it's called Gilded Lily. But it's this shimmery purplish pink. I told you. Okay. Okay, so there's that. And now what I'm gonna do, since my brush is wet, I'm just patting this. And I add a little in the corner there. And then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. I always tap my brush off on the side of my palette before I apply my colors, just to help prevent fallout. I think I really like this. Okay. Do a little bit more. And then something else that I do, I think it's mainly just a habit now, because I feel like I'm obsessed with blending my pigments, is I will go back in with my brush number 10, my pointed blender, and I'll just kind of start at the corner and do one final blend with everything. Okay, so there is that. And then I'm going to go in with, I really want to do my eyebrows now. So I'm using our brow gel. This is number three. It's in shade dark. We have clear, light, medium, and dark in our eyebrow shades. And this just gives a very natural fill-in. It doesn't make your eye, you're not drawing on, you're literally just kind of filling in with what's already there. And it dries super quick. It's not stiff. It doesn't feel like you have anything on. It's very natural feeling and looking. So you can see how much of a difference that makes. I'll do the same thing with this eyebrow. And then if you want to take it up another notch, you can, yes, this is the palette that I use. You can take a brow tamer brush and, your eyebrows should already be facing the same direction if you just used your brow gel, because it has a little spoolie on the end. And then you can just go in with one of your pigments and fill in even more if you want. It's definitely not a necessary step, but something that you can do if you want a little extra. And definitely make sure that your colors are all blended. Okay, so there's that. I need to do my mascara. I think my next eyeshadow look that I'm going to do for you guys is going to be the, with the Danessa Myricks palettes, just because I'm super obsessed with it. And I know I said that I was done, but I really want to add a little bit of highlight. You can add just a tiny bit to your nose. You can add a little to your Cupid's bow. Isn't that pretty? So this is a cream highlighter palette, and it just glides on so easy. I don't add a whole lot, but I do like it. Especially if you are, if you have a special event to go to, or a date night, a girls' night, treating yourself night, whatever the case may be, these highlighters are gorgeous. I'm gonna put a little on the inner corner to give it a little extra pop. Almost done. And then I will do my mascara and we'll pick out a lip color. Not really sure what color to wear having my eyeshadow like this. I never wear eyeshadow like this. And then with it being cream, it's seriously so easy. If you get a little too much, or if you place it somewhere you don't want it, it's so easy to just wipe off. I am obsessed with this stuff. And to do this area, you're literally putting it on your finger and just tapping. I do. I love that area. Is definitely my favorite to highlight. And I like having a little on your nose, a little here. Okay, that's enough of that. Let me do some mascara and then we'll do some lip colors. I wonder if I should keep the purple theme going. So this mascara is amazing. It's super hard for me to talk while doing it, but just bear with me and watch the process. This is a Leaping Bunny certified product. Most of LimeLife stuff products are. All of our skincare is. The majority of our makeup is Leaping Bunny certified. It is hypoallergenic. I always get feedback from customers saying, you guys, I got that phone call and it completely disrupted my video. I didn't even realize that it had stopped. I have a layer of mascara on this eye. Isn't that crazy? This one I'm just getting started, and then I realized that, hello, my camera is not moving. So I am super, super sorry about that. I'm not really sure where I left off, what I was saying. But and here I am saying I'm not editing this video. Besides putting the two, putting the two videos together, I'm really not going to go through and edit. I really just want to get it uploaded. This is my son's on spring break this week and next week, so I'm really just enjoying my extra time that I get to spend with him and trying to be more productive in so many different areas. So I figured, you know what? Content is better than no content. Some content is better than no content at all. So you're always more than welcome to fast forward through any parts that you're maybe not interested in. We still have a few holiday collections left on sale. I'm trying to think. The Snow Shower collection is already gone, which was the one that was formulated by L'Occitane. The shower gel and body lotion with the bath bomb. That one is already sold out. And what else? The men's collection is already sold out. The Midnight Oil collection is officially low in stock. So you guys need that collection. The Midnight Oil, that's our brand new collection that launched with the holiday collections in November. That will be added to our regular skincare line. However, I do not know the price points of those yet, but I don't see them being lower than $90 for a collection of those. Just for what the products are, the quality of the products, what they're actually worth. So if you're wanting them, or if you need if you want another refill before they come back at higher prices, you should order yours ASAP before they are gone. I swear that collection is my absolute favorite. I share all my skincare with my husband, just to, have an extra, excuse me, just to have an extra, I guess, person to tell me what they do or don't like about a certain product, and I won't let him touch my Midnight Oil. Because I love it that much, I'm not sharing it. Sorry about that. So, that is that. I like this. And you know what? I think I like it so much, I might just stay with the whole purple theme. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a variety of things. I think, do I want that one or Berry Cocoa? I kind of want Berry Cocoa because it's a little bit darker. So I'm going to use an Enduring Lip Liner number 6. It's a very dark purple. This is the old packaging, so it's a wind up. If you order an Enduring Lip Liner pen now, excuse me, these are going to be in new containers. They're self-sharpening packaging. It's amazing. It makes such a big difference when you're applying your lip liners. And they're enduring, so they are long lasting. No smudging or anything like that. But this is just the old packaging. I hadn't run out of this one yet. And I know it looks silly right now. But, so Enduring lip liners, you can line your lips or you can use them as actual lip colors. I always use dark nude, which is number 1, I believe. Yeah, number 1, dark nude. I always use this as an all over lip color. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to add in Berry Cocoa. This is an Enduring lip color. This is from Danessa and Meyerick's new collection line with us. These are all long lasting as well. And as you can see here, I'll do that again. When you pull these out, a ton of product comes on that tool. So scrape it off. You want to start with a thin layer. It'll dry pretty darn quick within seconds. And then if you need another layer, add another one, but just start that way. I always start with a light 1 layer. I'm gonna let that dry. And while that's drying, I might actually add a little more highlighter to my lip. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add an Enduring lip color called Dream. These are the size of our Enduring lip liners. They all come with jeweled lids and a little mirror on the back. This is just an extra that I had from the holidays last year. So these little ones aren't available, but to me, they're even more amazing just like this. I'm gonna need a bigger one of this soon. See, it just brightens it up a little bit so it matches my eyes. So I hope that you guys like this. If you have any questions, let me know. Make sure you subscribe. Go follow my Facebook and Instagram pages. I'm always posting content over there as well. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.